So we want to know what actually leads to a strike. A strike is defined as a refusal to work. It's organised by a body of employees as a form of protest, typically in an attempt to gain a concession or concessions from their employer. Let's be honest though, strikes tend to be normally about money and rights. Picture hot-headed employees riling each other up, and that's not how it works. Strikes come under what is called industrial action. This might include refusing to work overtime, but we only ever hear about strikes, well, because then it affects more than the parties involved, i.e. us. A trade union can only call for industrial action if a majority of its members involved support it in a properly organised postal vote called a ballot. But again, this is not as simple as tick here and let the strike begin. There's a hell of a lot of steps to go through before industrial action can proceed. It's got to be supervised by a qualified independent person, also known as a scrutineer. It's got to be a postal ballot. It must also give the employer 1 week's notice of the start of the ballot and tell them the result as soon as possible once it's available. So there's no spontaneity here. New laws also mean that there must be a 50% turnout threshold for ballots, and at least 40% must vote in agreement. What this means? 80% of people have to vote in favour for anything to go ahead. A spokesperson said, union negotiators will be left with no more power than Oliver Twist when he asked for more. Trade unions also say the UK now has some of the toughest strike laws in the world. So it's safe to say you've got to be very certain before you want to take industrial action. It costs money, takes a hell of a lot of time, and has the potential to disrupt a lot of civilian life. However, if we don't fight for what we truly believe in, who will?
Crank it up.